Hello everybody, I hope you're doing okay. Turned it down, the volume down a little bit. You may get a second stream today. We have highly gotten the wife highly addicted to come on buddy, come on. You're such a dork. You wanna come down here and lay dad's lap? Come on. Come on, big guy. Come here. There you are. Alrighty. Anyway, we have. Oh, but I'm trying to play a video game. We also got to go to the right server. Hardcore and Skull Rock. I agree. Alright, so we have to make a new character. I did delete. Hey, come down here. Come here. Come on. I'm trying to play. We lost our hunter yesterday. So basically I went over to try to take Fizz Dork's claw down in that thing and went the wrong way. And okay, well then you're gonna have to come over here. Okay? You cannot stand in front of the monitor. We will click self-found for sure. I don't know if I do Horde. We've done a lot of Horde and only one Alliance, so I guess it's time to do Alliance. I've been trying to figure it out, what I wanted to do. We did a Dwarf last time. I played a Gnome. I don't really want to play a Night Elf either. So it literally leaves me with a Dwarf or a Human. Or, let's see here. Done a Hunter, done a Warrior. I don't want to do a Priest over here. If I did a Priest, it would be... Then I mess up the camera. Every time. Oh well. I don't mind. It's awesome. He's a good boy. Alright. Yeah. And yes, we shaved off the hair finally. It was getting hot too. I mean, what little hair I had. But anyway, it was getting long and bothersome. And now it makes life a lot easier to clean stuff up. So, I don't want to... my mind, I hear orc, maybe a warlock, or a human lock. Do we go paladin, maybe? I'm already playing a mage with a wife, and as you can see, I made an undead mage that I played by myself. How long that'll last. I was gonna play Maple Story and then decided I may just keep that to myself. Yeah, I really do not know what to go with here. Alrighty, got Bell. We're gonna go in here. Once again, we're gonna use the Hardcore add-on. and we're gonna pick a few things. We are so. I don't think I made. I did make myself solo self out. Yay! All right. Enter the world of Warcraft. World of Warcraft. Beautiful Stormwind. Alrighty, no, we do not want to. Let's go here. Starting achievements. No, I wanna this time go back and forth. Solitary struggle. Should we just grind it out to where we just kill mobs? I don't know. Let's go. What we're a priest. Complete the hardcore challenge without any point using an ability with the Shadow Magic tab on your spell book. Only spells listed under Holy Discipline or General are allowed. Okay. Complete the hardcore challenge without doing Holy. And Pacifist. Complete the hardcore without any point wielding a weapon. One-handed weapons, staves, or wands are not allowed. Upon logging in, unequip your weapon and never equip a new one. All offhand items and fishing poles are allowed. What? I'm crazy enough to do it. Let's do this. Alright. And we're actually gonna make a discipline priest. We're gonna do that weird spec I've always wanted to do. Don't worry, we'll probably die before 15. I've moved the curse to level 15 now. I guess there's just a level, like, the curses can't technically make it to 20. So we got some points here. We got solitary struggle, which is kind of cheating. Pardon me, Nope. Nope. Kind of need professions now. Scavenger, I'm not doing scab. Because I can't get it. Well, hold on here. No, because I have to get bolts of cloth. That doesn't sound... Homebound. I would like to do Homebound with them, but no. Oh, wait, no. What am I thinking? I just can't go over to Kaldor. Let's do Homebound. Duh, I can go over to Dun Moreau. It's part of the Eastern Kingdoms. Alright. Homebound. Solitary Struggle. We're doubling up on that solo stuff. No Shadow Magic. Only Holy Discipline or General. And Pacifist. No weapons. Begin our adventure. Character. Bad. Goodbye. We can have trinkets and everything else. We cannot do anything. Does that mean I can still do unarmed though, right? I'm gonna be an unarmed maniac. I'm the pugilist priest. I come a punching. Alright. Anyway. Now I got 7 copper. Alrighty. Let's go test out our... Well, let's... hold on. Let's hit this. Let's go here. To set my character up. Return again. I want the heal there. I want my... Thank you, buddy, for making this a lot more difficult. Alrighty. It does not say I cannot use unarmed. And obviously I have to be able to kill stuff, so I still use my spell, so I'm not sure how I'm actually a pacifist, but in the actual meaning of said word pacifist, but that's okay. We're a pacifist nonetheless. Lock frame. Come on. There we go. So, here we go. Our hardcore challenge. Solitary, and we're solo. Pacifist. Complete the hardcore at any point wielding a weapon. One-handed weapons, staves, and wands are not allowed. Upon logging in, unequip your weapon and never equip a new one. All offhand items and fishing poles are allowed. Okay, so at least I can have an offhanded weapon. But we are not allowed to do this. But it does not say I cannot use my fists. It says weapons. One-handed weapons, staves, and wands. So I'm going to take it that I can punch. It'll let me know really quick. Right. Education pass, solo priest, 95 points. Alrighty. Oh, wow. And we start off with a pouch. Let's do this. Now, will it tell me whether or not... Yeah, I mean, I can't argue. If they say I can't use unarmed, it needs to specify, in my personal opinion. So, I'm going to say it's okay for me to punch a wolf to death. We are the pugilist priest. At least we got freaking spells. But we are going the route of the light. Alright. Right cross, bitches. Oh, y'all, we hit our 800 sub mark, and our goal is now 900. And honestly, give me a second. I gotta do this because I know I gotta fix it. You guys have been flipping amazing, and we really appreciate the thing. We got a comment on our wigs. Hopefully he'll watch this. I don't know who the husband and the wife is in that one. They're imposters. We were out that day. Somebody came and sat at our computers. Me and Brandy weren't there. Alright. They may have been saying we were. We weren't there. I promise. So, anyway, but I wanted to go and check. I try not to check it that often, you feel. So, we have made it to, we hit 800 and we're at 830 subscribers. So, if you will continue to please help us get to 900, we'd really appreciate it. You guys have been awesome, and... I gotta learn how to spell. But we are now on our way to 900, and we are doing fantastic, but it is because of everyone that has helped us so far. We are very, very appreciative, and I mean, we cannot tell you thank you enough. But we'll just keep saying it because we do mean it. And we are looking for the 900 mark, and then obviously so on and so forth from there. I mean, obviously you always want to get as many people as you want, but you cannot forget the ones that have helped you get that far. So we really do appreciate it. I kind of took a picture of. We've got an old lamp. Pretty sure it's an oil lamp. And I'm pretty sure it's a street lamp up there by the phone booth that I took. The phone booth was around like 1959 and everything like that. And then that phone booth and that light is actually across from the Prairie Grove battlefield, which I do plan on going over there, and besides shorts of the kitty cats, getting you guys shorts of the battlefield. We've got some cannon over there and all that fun stuff. Some old houses. One house is the actual house that still stands from the family that lived there, and basically had a nice old apple orchard, which is really cool because in that apple orchard, every year it's still kept up. They if the trees go unfortunately die, they replace them. Fortunately. It's unfortunate the tree dies, but every year when they become ripe, we are allowed to go out there and we're allowed to go out there and actually pick a free bushel of apples to take home. And they're not half bad apples, to be quite honest. But the family that did that grove is also where the Confederacy camped during the war. I think it was only a couple days. I'm gonna have to refresh myself. I've got to be honest. Over the years, even though I've done history, I've sadly let history subside out of my brain. Used to, I could pull stuff, and I'm sure after I get into researching and pulling some stuff, I'll start to remember the stuff well. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm about to have. Okay, buddy, you cannot, for the last time, lay right there and be moving around. You got so much space to lay in, and that's it. You cannot move around or you're bumping my monitor and all that stuff, buddy. I love you, but no. But anyway, we won't even train in shadow stuff. Claws, dude, claws. Cracker. Ow.
Careful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. Okay, then you are just going to have to get... Oh, my God. Dadgummit. You're just going to have to get down, then. You can sit in Dad's lap, but you cannot lay in front of his monitor. You're pushing my keyboard and everything else into it. Me and DM have kitty cat aggro. We always get kitty cat aggro during hardcore moments. We got extra challenges. So do other people. I know other people got the...
I hope you strap your belt on tight, young adventurer, because there is work to do here in Northshire, and I don't mean farming. The Stormwind Guards are hard
I ain't seen one damn farm in Northshire. Well, I mean, not really a farm. We got a grape grove.
Willing to defend their home.
But yeah. But anyway, I kind of let the
speak with my superior.
unfortunately let my
He's inside the abbey behind me.
history kind of go. And I study revolutionary history and Civil War history
threatened from without, and so many of our forces have been marshaled abroad.
Specialties
This in turn leaves room for corrupt and lawless groups to thrive.
I'll be honest with you, even
It is a
through the
many-fronted
college
battle we wage.
and stuff like that, when they went over it, they really, the professor that I had wasn't worried about Pea Ridge, Prairie Grove, and smaller battles. It was mathematics.
Go there and fight the kobold vermin.
Obviously,
Reduce their numbers so that
oh my
we may one
God,
day
Gettysburg
drive them from
almost
Northshire. Even held
The
skin
name
is
is
looking for
not
someone to hunt
registering in
wolves
my
again.
tired-ass brain.
That's good news because we're seeing a lot of wolves in the Fisher Valley lately. If
Anyway,
you're interested, that's to be believed.
so they basically went over the really
Recently, a
big
new group of thieves has been hanging
and
around
for me,
Northshire.
the battle here in Prairie Grove, 2,500 men lost their lives. So I'm gonna go with it was still pretty damn
Bring me the bandanas.
devastating.
I'll reward you with a weapon. That's true. I'm looking for someone to hunt me some wolves. Are you that person?
But I'm planning on going down there. We've got some plaques. I
sure
kind of want
like
to get some
eating wolf
shorts of
steaks.
the
Bring me
house.
tough wolf meat.
Please
and
bear
I will
with me
exchange
as
it
I
for something
attempt
you'll find useful.
to
Tough wolf meat
rekindle
is
my
gathered from
history
hunting the timber
brain.
wolves
I've been
and
trying to
young wolves
research it because
wandering the
people have been
Northshire
like, "What about the
countryside."
light? What?" I'm like, dude. And I even went to our Prairie Grove battle site, and they're like, "There's no freaking nothing." I'm like, dude, it's sitting out here next to the Colonial, which is an old motel. It's probably 50s old, and it's been updated and remodeled throughout the years. Really nice, older couple, own it and run it, and now the motel's got basically all these cabins. But no, it's basically became almost like tiny houses for the residents of Prairie Grove that want to live there. So, so I haven't been able to do it. I know that the mechanism in it is lit. It's not a light bulb, and I can't remember when lighting, but I have to admit, Prairie Grove is a tiny town. As of 2020, obviously it's 2024, our population was considered around like 10,000. So, I'd say 10,000 now, but it was like 7,000 in 2020, and we're not very far from one heck of a city. People will know of Fayetteville, Arkansas. Then we got Rogers, Springdale, and Bentonville, the home of Wally Mart. It is not very far. In fact, my son works for Walmart. Go figure. He's security there when he's not doing his National Guard stuff. So, yeah. There's Cannon. There's Cannon. There's some wagons, some houses. I'm gonna take some pictures of some houses, but they were not part of the property. There is a captain's house that is part of it. There's only like 2 houses. 3. No, I'm sorry. There are 3. There are 3 houses and a little. No, it was for gardening. It wasn't an outhouse, and I think it was more. And it wasn't a smoker. It was like a storeroom for like stuff like that. But both of the houses are 2-story. But there's another section of some houses, and I'm not even sure one house belongs there. I think it was brought in. But you get those places where they find like an old schoolhouse or something that was way out somewhere else on the property, and they're like, well, it can't be here, so we'll move it. And so they moved like an old schoolhouse and an old church and stuff like that to the battlefield. But where they sit at, they weren't going to be sitting there because, yeah. It would not have been a good day to go to school. We'll just say that with a bunch of guys with firearms and cannon around. I'm probably show you the hill that the Union charged up towards the Confederacy, because Confederacy did have the high ground on this one. Wasn't much of high ground, but high ground enough. And and unfortunately I won't say unfortunately, but the way that battle came to end is the Confederate soldiers, that force, and when I see the plaque, I'll be able to tell you. Pretty sure it was December 7th, 1982. I can look it up. I've been researching, so I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff. I know they were setting up for like a reenactment and everything. The earliest settlement dates back to the 1820s. There's a really cool thing where it's believed that the place got their name from when a little girl died and they buried her in a prairie of trees, and so therefore it became, or a grove of trees, so therefore it became a grove of trees in the prairie grove, is how it came supposedly about its name. That is the, I don't want to say myth, but this is the story that they say. Yeah, not 82, 62. So, yeah, what am I thinking? 82. Duh, it was 1860s. It's a good thing I looked. 82. God dang it. We were still in kind of the Reconstruction period at that one time. But, in 1862 is when December 7th is when that battle happened. So, and then the Confederacy, left in the middle of the night and headed south, I think towards like Louisiana, Texas, all in that. And unfortunately, part of their reasoning why this battle they pretty much had to retreat was just kind of like everybody knows, industrialized Union, agrarian South. They just they didn't have supplies, they didn't have ammo and stuff like that. So that is one of the main reasons this one came to. But a lot of men lost their lives. There were several houses. My house is an older house, but it sits on where many of the soldiers in our land area, where a makeshift hospital is. I will be 100%. You are allowed to be a skeptic. It's perfectly fine. You're allowed to doubt me and everything when it comes to, let's say, spirits, ghosts, or anything like that. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. I'm not going to tell you you're right. I'm going to tell you I have experienced stuff that no skeptic and no science, unless it is paranormal investigation, can solve. I've seen a little boy cross a hallway, not in this house, in a different house, and yet while I have kids, those kids weren't home. As 5 people witnessed it. 5 people, 4 of the 5 knew that my sons were not there. They were there when my parents came to pick them up for the weekend. The other person wasn't. They're like, why did Michael run into your room? And all of us look and go, Michael's been gone for hours. Michael and Adam have been gone for hours. There's no way. And I always would hear like children. I even would hear children's voices in that house. That was over in another city in Arkansas, Mount Home. Here we hear my sons, Adam and Michael, have dubbed the spirit Boots because it's all you hear. And they come down our back hallway in our mudroom, and they walk down, and it is the old, you can quickly tell that it's the boots that they wore during the Civil War and, stuff. It's that. And then, we have a spirit. We refer to her as a nurse. We've only captured it, but, when we're not feeling well, odd things happen, positive odd things happen. Now, the other night I wasn't feeling well. We haven't had anything happen in a while. I would say it got very active when we had teenagers in this house. Teenagers that were going through some stuff. We were doing our best, but you know how that stuff can bring on, like, poltergeist activity. I know that for a fact that because half of us heard it and the other half was looking at us, and we were like freaked out, and like there were 8 people in the house, like 4 of us heard this awful scream. And by the way, in the same area, and the others were like, oh, we didn't hear nothing. It was the weirdest thing. And then we've had where mine and my wife's bedroom is, we can see our front door. So anybody coming up to it, shadow or anything, yeah, we're gonna see you, and it's like right there. I mean, I can open my window and be like, "What you want?" And I'm right there. I'm my own ring cam. But it's really easy to see, and we've had phantom knocking on our front door. And one time we were laying in bed, and our son got up answering the door. Little to his knowledge is we're hearing the knocking and kind of horrified because while he's answering the door, we happen to be in our room sitting on our bed talking and looking right out the window at the door. It's during the summer. And our poor son looks at us and goes, what was that? And we're like, nobody. They're just not. They're just knocking on the door. The one thing we have not heard in quite some time, and my sister swears they followed her to her old house. We used to have, we could hear children in various places on our property. And it's like one of those things where you think you get close to them and it's like distance, like they've got something covering them or something like that. Just never, yeah. So, and I do know that they've picked up on paranormal activity on the battlefield and some of the houses, but yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff. It's just I'm trying to get the history for it because I've gotten some comments like, "Hey, can you?" And it's just like, "Oh yeah, no problem." And I come over here and attempt to do some research on the stuff, and the next thing I know, it's like, okay, how can I go to our historical page and this lamp do not have anything on this street oil lamp? I'd like to know. You know, somebody asked me, is it like around the 1930s? Possibly, but the foundation of it matches that of rocks used during the 1860s and maybe before, maybe, but because it matches some of the stuff that was there during this battle. And however, with that said, I can't tell you. I don't know how to. I mean, I don't have the equipment to date a rock. I don't think the city would be very happy if I defaced a landmark, which ain't gonna happen. I'm a purveyor and protector of history. I don't harm it. And it's kind of like one of the comments. I had somebody talking about the phone booth, and they're like, unrealistic because it's not caked in crap and graffitied and everything. It's like, yeah, we're a small town. You pretty much cause any vandalism, we're going to know, and then we're going to take care of you. We don't want our shit vandalized and everything like that. So, no. I guess it's not unrealistic, or I guess it's not realistic if you're looking for your history to be that way, but try to keep your history from going through that. And comment kind of, I don't know if they meant anything. You know how it is. You can't take a lot. Some comments you got to be careful of. The person's not there. You're not able to read body language, eyes, and everything. And they may have just been like, man, you know, it's not. I remember going into these things into being 7, so it's kind of unrealistic to see one the way it is based or anything like that. Unfortunately, my research did lead to the fact that somebody crashed their SUV into it in 2015, and thankfully we were able to replace the glass, and they just kind of heated it up and bent it back into place so that we could keep it as original as possible as the one that was installed in 1959. So, yeah. If you Oh, I'm done anyway. It's a good thing that was my last one. I'm trying not to be rude. Anyway, but so yeah, I'm trying, but there's nothing on the lamp. I mean, we have an awesome mill that's was here and still functions. We hold like we have something called the clothesline fair, which happens at the battlefield, and people set up and it's like a craft fair. It's literally a craft fair. Which is kind of funny that they call it a clothesline fair. Not one damn clothesline's hung up. It's actually a bunch of tents. Just a fun name. Although then it's funny because just down the road, all those people the next month show up in Lincoln, which has a lot of apple groves for an apple festival. That's a little bit more towards the thing. While all those same people are still selling their craftables and everything, there's a few trailers set up, and they have harvested apples, and you're able to go get baked apple pies and just cups of just like apples and cinnamon and shit. It's really good stuff. Just an apple. Yeah, you could get it just peeled and sliced. I mean, you could get think of a way to get an apple, and you could cobbler. So it's really cool like that. But yeah, the damn lamp, and I got so many people like, I'm like, why? Why do you guys have to bang on about the damn lamp? I don't know. They won't tell me anything. But I understand, and they're all like, blah, 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 and I'm like, yeah, me too. And I'm like, there's not a damn plaque here. We've got a damn landmark marker to protect it, but no thing like at the phone booth where I can put on it, and at the battlefield there's no identification markers. It's just this old oil lamp that I can see where you can open it up, put the oil canister where the wick dips down in, and you reach up and do it. It's low to the ground, and part of me is thinking it's probably pre-Civil War era. It's probably been there for a while. It would have been a main path and marker for people to travel wagon-wise, but I do not have the ability to state that as fact without that information, and nor will I go on and say that it is fact without knowing the truth. Because I need to know. I need to be able to tell you all facts if I'm going to spout them. That's it. So that's another reason why I kind of cut off. Plus, I had it on 15 seconds. I'm literally just a few feet away from the main road here in Prairie Grove. So it's that lamp and that phone booth are literally across from the battlefield. I was going to take a picture of the very first. There's two main gates. There's the very first gate, and I felt that I was too damn far away. I'm going to have to cross the street at some point in time
Go to the mine and
go,
remove them. We know there are at least 10. Kill them. See if there are more. Then report back to me. I was asked to bring this to your attention as soon as you returned from the Kobold camps, adventurer.
I like logged
It
in,
appears to be a
and all of
letter
a sudden
sealed with the insignia of Priestess Anetta, our local priest trainer.
Oh.
I wouldn't hesitate to read it before you go about any other business here in the Abbey.
Wait a minute. I'm a priest. I'm in the wrong area. I'm pretty sure my trainer is over here. Librarian? Brother Paxton. Oh, there she is. Hey, Annetta?
I trust the light is with you, adventurer. Is there something that I can help you with?
There's several stuff. It'll talk. They've got some plaques to talk about the generals, and I'll go get that stuff because that light blew up like I didn't think it was going to. And
let wisdom be your guide.
I went back and got the plaque for the phone booth because somebody asked for that. I had no problems getting that. I think I shot the light this morning. I guess since I walk her in the morning, I'm going to head on over to the battlefield, and I'll get you a piece. I'll get you a piece of the battlefield in the mornings. That's what I shall do.
I trust the light is with you, adventurer?
Well, I hope so.
Can I help you with? Safe travels.
Powers. Alright, fortitude. 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 Oh.
Need help?
What the? I need help. I need to learn how to friggin'. No joke. Oh, that's lazy. Yeah, lazy. Yeah, that's some of the stuff. And then, of course, I went into the paranormal. But, yeah, some stuff has been kind of seen around there, so... Oh. Owie. I'm gonna have to punch you now. Punch. Yeah, okay. Good. We got some more water. Wish I could get me another pouch. I wasn't gonna play. I was really thinking about Maple's story. I was a little saddened by losing my hunter yesterday, so... Oh well, I decided to jump on and we start again. That's just kind of how you do it. Start again. We'll get our character going. But yeah, I should be able to get out there and get some more of that. That seems to be taking... I'm like history, cats, and gaming now. I got a freaking variety channel from heck, man. I still want to let people know that just because I've got the gaming, you can't come in and chit chat with me. It does not have to be about gaming. I gotta be honest with y'all. I don't do politics and I don't do religion. That's just the two things I don't deal with. If you wanna create hostilities real damn quick, that's a good way to do it. So I don't do it. Keep the stuff to myself. I'll say that. And we'll leave it at that. But I can talk history, I can talk paranormal, love to talk football. Wish up on football the way I used to be, because I'm not. I used to be pretty darn regular. My Razorbacks, well, yeah. And then I'm a Buffalo Bill fan, and then I found out they signed someone who was in wrestling not too far back and got released by WWE, and now this person is a Buffalo Bill, and I'm like, oh god. Just keep him under his helmet, though. His charisma was not very, very well. And it's something you massively have to have if you're going to be that type of in that industry. So, but I like those. I'm slowly but surely starting to watch baseball again and basketball again. I am an amalgamation of everything. I never fit in high school. I didn't fit in with the nerds, the jocks, or anybody. I was the guy that went, yes, dude, I'm gonna go watch the football game. And then I started watching it, and then my friend's like, can we come over? I'm like, I'm watching the game. Well, we want to play some D&D. I can watch the game and play D&D. And my dad could never really get me into hunting. I'll fish occasionally. I'm just not an outdoorsy type of person. I like to walk and I like to hike. That's it. I'll go out and throw me a frisbee. I mean, I do like to be outside, but people probably be weirded out when I say I know how to swim. I can swim just fine. I just don't like it. This is no thing on my parents. I'm perfectly fine with the way I was raised. I was raised quite well. I had a good childhood. Despite everything I've been through with heart conditions that I was born with and everything like that. Good childhood. But my wonderful mom lived at the lake. Still does. And that's her thing. I guess I was just never like that. And I think she was hoping I would catch on because, in all honesty and respects, her father and mother were the same way when they were in New York. Everybody who knows Darien Lake and everything, they were, I ran out of room. Goodbye, shirt. Oh yeah, you were definitely worth getting rid of. Anyway, she did a lot of the camping and all that fun stuff, and it's just, I don't know, it's just never been my thing. I have nothing against people that do it. I just...
I supply only the finest goods.
And you know what? Dying last night, I was sad and everything. Now it's like you walk away and you're like, oh, what? And now it's just like, now I'm determined. We've got to make it. And then of course I go putting more huge challenges on myself, and now it's like, now we got to get this priest that can't use weapons or wands. The one thing everybody tells you to get, a wand. And can't use it. Can't use shadow. We've got to do it. But yeah, we're making good progress, and I just want to thank you guys for all that stuff again. I'll probably be getting off here soon. Actually, I will be. I think we're going to finish this quest. We'll get our bandanas and we'll call it good. And yeah, I plan on getting some more stuff out there. I would like people to come in here though and talk to me. We can talk about that stuff. I mean, we really could. Me and my wife just like to play video games. This is kind of our way to come on and talk to people. I guess we could try to start discussing certain things, which is kind of odd because my wife is into the political atmosphere and everything like that, but not me. But I mean, I don't know anything else that me and her really could get on here and talk about. What we're honestly trying to work for, what this whole channel is set up for, and what we're trying to do. Other than I put our interest in here, it is about the kitty cats. I still one day want to start me and my wife want to start a shelter of sorts for animals. I'm just gonna say animals. Pet type animals. That have special needs. Cats, dogs, and yes, in case you did not realize, and some people may not, wasn't really anything that ever burrowed into my brain until I saw it. There are special needs animals out there. Oh, freaking joy. How much mana does this 20? Woo! Punch her out! To the left, to the right, yeah! Pound that face in! But, I will try to get some more of that stuff, but that is something we still want to do. Yes, obviously, anybody on here taking it seriously, and we are trying to take it seriously. I'm trying to do more work when I'm not working. But yeah, I would like to become monetized to be able to do this stuff. I'm very passionate about pets. While I may not be, well, while it may be going slow for me doing this, we'll get there. I'm very thankful because you all have given us quite a few feet forward, and I'm very appreciative of it. I had something I was going to say. You will find when you watch me enough that I will be attempting to say something and just go blank in my head. Not intentional. I don't mean, and because as I may attempt to try to either get something in my mind that I also want to follow up on, and it'll like cause me to blank out and stuff, or I'll start to be like trying to work on my wording and then I'm screwed. Sorry. Shadows go by because of the road, and it's just like, wow. Always creeps me out. And the reason why it creeps me out is back in 2014, 15, I think it was maybe 2015. We bought this house in 2014, and I'm pretty sure in 2015, all our kids happened to be at, me and my wife, we have exes, so all of our kids were at the appropriate exes. It was the weekend. My wife at the time did work on weekends, and it was a wonderful weekend because I had a paper due, so I was at home, just me and a puppy dog and my computer, and a freaking human resources work development paper to work on about international, how international is different when it comes to human resources and yada yada. Working on that. All of a sudden, I'm sitting on our couch at the time. Not the one behind me. We had a sectional. I'm sitting there. I'm knee deep in a book and basically a citation, trying to quote so I could cite it to back up a point in the paper. What you do. And all of a sudden, I heard the boots come walking down the hallway, and I'm like freaking out because I'm the only one home, and I know I'm the only one home, and don't, and I heard it come through the kitchen, round the corner, and it stopped, and the way the couch was, I was actually facing my this way. And then from the couch, because the sectional was big and we had it, and so it stopped right behind me, and I was like, "Oh boy!" so that was a little unnerving. That's about to be way unnerving if I get. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, gonna pick up my bandana, and oh my God, where'd I? No, quit hitting me! Stop hitting me! It hurts. Okay. Well, at least we're getting our, ooh. Oh, okay. We're not wanting to hand out our, stuff, but yeah, so we have some activity. I'll tell you the most recent one. I was gonna say, I told you we had like a nurse in here, with, we believe it's a nurse. I haven't really seen it. There's been an outline in a window. Even me, I'm skeptical about stuff. I have to make sure it's not the pipes, if you know what I mean, or something banging. I choose a different method to doing it. It's just I've had a lot of experiences throughout my life with the spirit world, if you will. Paranormal activity, we'll just say that, not the movie. Due to that, obviously, I know my window is dirty. Yes, it looks like there's a person standing behind me, elevated in the window. It does, but still have to be and I've looked to find the picture so I could show it when I used to do a paranormal podcast that I kind of stopped doing. Mainly I was going to do it with my son, and I never got to where I could do it because of his work schedule. We got a couple episodes in, and then he got his security job, and so anyway, that's fine. But a couple nights ago, I was actually feeling bad, and I was laying down, and I was laying there and fallen asleep, and I'm a light sleeper. I'm not a deep sleeper. Used to be, but then I had kids, and
Well met.
it's you almost. I lost deep sleep. My wife can sleep through a lot of things, but me, and when you open our bedroom door, you all know what I talk about when somebody walks in front of a fan or something like that. It disperses the sound. It either dulls it, amplifies it, or anything. So when you open the door on our bedroom, it sucks in, but then I hear everything that's going on in the living room, whether the fans are on or anything, but you hear the click and the squeak of the door and everything, and pull in. So I was literally sitting there or laying there and watching, and I watched my wife leave the bedroom, click the door open, and as I kind of looked over my shoulder as I watched her leave, and I'm like, where's she going? I'm thinking, uh-oh, did something happen? And then I looked forward and or rolled over on my side, and my wife was laying next to me, but I watched her leave and shut the door. So.
Back with some bandanas.
Let's buy something that we can't even equip. That way we don't mess up.
You've shown yourself a dependable adventurer. Dependable, and not afraid to get your hands dirty, huh? I have a friend, Millie Osworth, who's in some trouble. He's over with her wagon on the other side of the abbey near the stable. I'm sure she could use a pair of hands like yours. Garrick Padfoot, a cutthroat who's plagued our farmers and merchants for weeks, was seen at a shack near the vineyards, which lies east of the abbey and across the bridge. Bring me the villain's head and earn his bounty. But be wary, adventurer. Garrick has gathered a gang of thugs around him. He will not be an easy man to reach.
Oh, you'll be surprised. My only problem is... Oh, do not be resistant stuff, my... Dude, I've thrown 3 spells at you and you've sucked them up like they were Skittles. What the heck? What gives, bro? Well, we got that one done. That was the one I was worried about having to wait on, and then I forgot that, oh yeah, the respawn is set so high on him, it's not even funny. But that's fine. It kind of needs to be that way, because even though they say that the server populations are low, well, it's probably because most people have died. I have a feeling, I mean, Mop Remix is already worn off on me, and now that my wife just enjoys Classic more, you know, I'm just kind of there. But that's gonna do it for us. I'm gonna actually go over here. We'll pick up right here on these quests. We won't get much rest XP, but that's okay. We'll pick up on those, and then we'll get to Goldshire. We're gonna head over to the Dwarf Kingdom. Do some cool stuff there. But for now, we're gonna pause right here. We'll go in here, have us a little sit down to contemplate the light, everything. But until then, you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for helping us to reach over 800 subs. Help us to reach that 900 mark. I'm so sorry about the window. My wife is actually working on some curtains so we can kind of block that light out a little bit more. But we really do appreciate you all so very much. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Hey, we're halfway to the weekend. 2 more days left. Hopefully most of you are getting off from work now and everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. I talk about a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to do more of that. This felt like I talked a little bit better. But anyway, we are out of here. Once again, you all have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. Be safe out there. And as always, come for the kitty cat, stay for the gaming and the history.